Hey everyone, it's Jay again, and I'm making this video as kind of a time capsule so that I can look back on this game a year from now and see how much has changed. I've already made one of these before, and this one will be probably much shorter than that one since there was so much more info that I had to go over in that game, and not a whole, or excuse me, that video, and not a whole lot has changed since that time. It's been about a year and a month and a half, so about 13 and a half months since I made that video. And not a whole lot has changed, but there are a few things that are important and are pretty big changes to the game. So let's go ahead and check those out. So, first, of course, the select character screen has changed a little bit. As you can see, it no longer has those wooden panels. I personally like that update to the game. Another thing that has changed is no longer does Udai. Udai no longer appears to tell you the news, and it is now, I'm assuming, his secretary, who is much more appealing to look at. So, and they have this new pink striped background in the back that appears during the news screen and also the error screen, which there's a different girl who appears in the error screen and no longer Shen. I believe the colors are slightly different in the city, at least for the headquarters. A couple things about the headquarters is the headquarters is still there and still comes up the exact same way that it used to. I don't have a lot of gold. There's a new claim code, and the claim code is different. Every single time. Once you know a code, that code can only be used once. So I just wanted to cover that. I'm now, of course, a Tensai Special Jonin instead of a Tensai Jonin like I used to be. There are achievements. I can't remember if the achievements used to be in the old one, but I don't think they were a year ago. So that's something new. The style shop is not there. That's what the style shop used to be. The style shop is now in here in the store. And this is where, of course, you can change your hairstyles, and I have a lot of them, as you can see. They just kind of go up over time. And your skin color and hair color, of course. There's also the new friendship shop, where you can get friendship kunais. There was something very similar to this before, but now it's slightly different. The shop is here as well, and it now has weapons, clothing, back items, and consumable items like always. But now it also has Ninja Essence, which has 4 items that are used for different things. The energy capsules, which are used to recover 10 energy. These can't be used anymore as they were only used during the 3rd anniversary. The Kari badge, which is used to fight bosses, and I'll go over that in a second. The name change license, where you can change your pet's names, or yourself. Actually, I didn't know that you could change yourself. So I'm learning things as well. And also the Ninja Seal gun, which is used to reset either your jutsus, which only is elemental jutsus, not your taijutsus or genjutsus, or your talents. And yes, that is the first thing I want to go over, is you can now reset your talents if you'd want to. So it costs 1 for a premium user, 3 gons for a free user, and you get to choose which one to reset, which is why I have finally gotten Jay a talent. So he currently has 8 Extremities, Hidden Silhouette, Enraged Forest, all level 10. I'm not really sure if I should have gotten Hidden Silhouette, but I'm still very happy currently with 8 Extremities and Enraged Forest. They have added 1 new talent, as that was one of the reasons why I'd never got a talent before, but it was only a secret talent, and it was just ice. Well, saying it's just ice crystal is kind of undermining it. It is a decent secret talent, and I can see why they added it, but I still believe what I got is better. Anyway, another thing is they added an advanced academy where now you can level up your jutsus. I believe in getting them to level 60 is the max. Yeah, level 60 is the highest that they can go at the moment. However, I'm sure that once the level 70s and 80 jutsus are released, that these will probably increase to level 70 and then to level 80 as well. And I just spent all my money, all my tokens, raising this to level 60 and this to level 50, and I'm going to get it to 60 as soon as I get more tokens, and that's for another video later. The hunting house is completely different. The hunting house now, instead of being able to fight one boss every single day, you can fight sometimes multiple bosses, but it requires 5 Kari badges, and you get 10 a day for signing in. I have a lot just because I don't fight the bosses that often, but sometimes I'll go in and click on them and just fight them. But also they drop items that if you haven't played in a year, you probably didn't notice. These are used in the materials market. And the materials market is the new blacksmith shop. I personally preferred the blacksmith shop over this, but this is still a really cool and really interesting addition to the game. And what it is that you can now make items, weapons, back items, clothing, skills, even additional materials for other weapons, back items, clothing, and skills. And you can make your own hairstyles as well. So this is a really cool thing that they added to the game, and I like it. Although I kind of wish they would have kept the old system also. I was okay with them changing the Magatamas up. I didn't really need the Magatamas, but I do kind of wish they would have kept, just changed how you did it, like made it so you used wolf's bone and wolf's pelts instead of Magatamas. I just like the fact that I can find a weapon and then I can upgrade it, instead of this where I can only upgrade the weapons that I make through the blacksmith shop. But anyway, that is something that they have into the game now. Recruit friends is now a lot different. You can see your recruited friends, and you can actually just go straight to the mission house and recruit friends as well. I probably shouldn't have clicked that because it'll take forever to load. But anyway, it'll show you which friends you choose at the top and bottom of your character also, which is really nice. And everything else is pretty much the same. Special events, daily missions, TP missions, grade A, grade B, grade C. There are a couple of new missions, but not that many, and you can always see them just by signing into the game. Also, there is this, the profile card now looks different. It's much more unique, and God, I had no idea my agility was so high, 203. That's quite a bit. I'm still level 80. I don't have a third jutsu at the moment. I'm Wind, Earth, and that's it. I used to be Wind, Lightning, Water, as you remember, but I did not like Lightning that much, and at the time, you could not reset just one element. You had to reset all your elements. I believe now you can just reset one of your elements. But I had to reset all of them, so I had to relearn my wind skills. But I also got earth as well. I don't currently have a third element because I can't think of which element I would like to get. And I'm perfectly happy with just wind and earth at the moment. The new pets. I still have all my pets from before. I've actually purchased every pet and I've leveled them up quite a bit. Most of them I've unlocked all their skills. Here's probably some new ones right here. Kumiyoshi, Pompoko, Itikura, Rakura, Kyubi, the tailed pets. They have added tailed pets to the game. They don't have all 9 out yet, and I don't have all the ones that have come out yet, so please bear with me while I show you just the ones that I have. I have Kyubi the Ninetails, Kobachi Samurai, which is not a nine-tailed beast, Shika, which is a reference to the old Shika, This one is white, opposed to the old one that came out in 2009, which was brown. That pet is still the rarest pet in the game. However, if you count that this is the same pet, since it does have the exact same skills, it's technically a less rare pet now. Hachibi, the 8-tailed pet. Kumanosuke, which is probably the most useless pet in the game, but it came out during Valentine's. And Zen, which just recently came out with the Easter, and that's the newest pet that I have at the moment. Speaking of pets, in the Valentine's event, they did add a... Oh, I wonder if I can view the pet. Oh yeah, there we go. There's Gobi, which I believe was the 6-tailed pet, I believe. And Rokubi, which was the 7-tailed pet. Oh, excuse me. No. Rokubi is the 6-tailed, Nanabi is the 7-tailed, and Gobi is the 5-tailed. There we go. Addition to the Valentine's Day event, they also added the Pet Villa, which is a place where you can come and train your pets for a price. Which is, I like this actually. Even though a lot of people probably don't like this, I like the fact that I can train my pets without having to do missions. I'm trying to get them all to level 60 right now, so I can just toss in the ones that I want to level up, and there we go. Right now I'm working on Suki. And this one I'm actually doing missions with. By the way, you cannot have a pet equipped, or activated now as they call it, activated if you want to level it up in the Pet Villa. Also, you have to make sure you take it out of the Pet Villa before you are allowed to reactivate it. Alright, let's go ahead and look at some gear. I have a ton of weapons now. They now added a capacity limit to the weapons, and it has a 200 limit, and I have 197 of them. I try and sell any duplicates I have. The only duplicate weapon that I do have is a duplicate of the Battle Turtle weapon, which I can probably sell now. I do have duplicates of this weapon, but you can't sell the duplicates because it's a rare weapon or something, which is really unfortunate because I don't want to have 2 extras taking up space. But as you can see, there are a lot of new weapons that I have. Here's one of the older weapons that I have that I still think is awesome looking, and one of the coolest looking weapons. The practice folding fan is probably a new weapon. Iconic bouquet. Fairy stick. Bunch of weapons. Easter boxing glove. Zanto golden light. The Shinobu Twin Claw, which reminds me a lot of Halo. And this is from the newbie items. And that just came out right when I did the last time capsule. I still wear my Season 3 outfit, but this is the new Tensai Special Jonin suit. I don't believe there's that many more outfits that I have. I'll go ahead and click through a couple of them. This one's a new one, I know that. Oh, the 2012 outfit, I'm sure you haven't seen that one. Yeah, the 2012 Valentine's Tuxedo, another one. The egg hunting suit. This is a brand new armor that just came out, which I think is really cool because it has a little animation that goes along with it. So are these. These are some new ones that I haven't really even had too much of a chance to look at. Gold, silver, bronze. I believe that is all the new ones. So I do have a lot of these, 116 out of 200. And then, of course, some of the new back items. I look so silly. I look so silly. There, that's better. This is a back item that you can get all the time. It originally did not have an effect, but it sells for quite a bit, so it's really helpful for new players. But it originally did not have an effect, and I guess they gave it one because they don't like back items not having an effect, which is nice. I'm glad that all of them have something. Well, most of them have something at least. And this one reduces 7 HP of the damage taken. Now, I use this in missions, the Holiday Doll, and missions that I really care about, mostly because I usually use the Straw Hat for aesthetics because it looks nice. But this has the same effect as the Straw Hat, but also increases my critical rate. So even though I hate it how it looks, because it looks ridiculous, it's much more useful. So here's some of the other Mac items. This one's kind of cool looking. Sealed wood. This one that doesn't have an effect. A back item which lost the original effectiveness. Yeah, I'll go over that in a second as well. In fact, I can probably I want to go over the new consumable items. There's a bunch of new consumable items. There's Gons now. They've added Gons to the game, which increase certain aspects of your character. Dodge chance, crit chance, purify chance, dodge chance. New medicines or potions or whatever you want to call them that increase your health and chakra by a lot. And these are substituting the chakra scrolls and health scrolls that are in the shop. This is a rare item that you could only get during specific events. This one heals 100% HP. This heals... this increases my attack damage by 50%, which is quite a bit. Accuracy. Accuracy is kind of a new thing to the game. It was always kind of there, but what it does is it like negates dodge chance pretty much. If you have 100% accuracy and the person has 100% dodge, you will hit them every single time. If you have 95% accuracy and they have 100% dodge, they have a 5% chance to dodge. Think of it kind of like that. So if you have 40% accuracy, they have 60% dodge, you have a 20% chance that they will dodge. So just kind of subtract it, and that's an easy way to think about it, I think. This is a cool little medicine. It heals you a percentage health over time. This one is really overpowered. 15% HP for 10 turns. That's pretty cool. This is pretty cool too. Soul Awakening Gun. Clear debuff when used. Get debuff to resist status. So, one thing that they did recently is they kind of took out Purify from the game. So, water users still have a chance to purify, but there used to be certain skills that had Purify. And those skills have been taken out of the game. Like, the skills are still there, but the Purify chance that those skills gave you are out of the game. For example, I guess I'll go ahead and show you what I mean. Embrace of Golem. It used to purify you. Now it makes it so you can't be affected by negative status for 4 turns. So if you're burned at the time and you use this, jutsu, you will still be affected by the burn the next turn until it fades away. However, you cannot be affected by anything else. So that's kind of an interesting update. I don't know how many people are happy with that or upset about that. Tencent Omi Gungan used to do that as well. It used to purify you, and now it just has the resist ailment status. Consumable items. I did want to show you this last consumable item, the green pepper gun and the red pepper gun. It increases your attack damage, but also decreases your defense. Defense really isn't a thing in this game, but it makes it so you receive the same amount of damage that you're being increased by. So 75% for this one, 100% for this one. Think of it kind of like Rage of Yama, and that's how it works. So there's the ninja essences, and I can use these to get myself TP. You won't see these very often, especially if you haven't played for a while. They won't come back up again probably, but it's just free TP. And then there is the materials, and these are all the materials that I have at the moment. And again, these are used for the materials market. There is now the new way to send gifts. What you do is you can click on the secret gift, which I don't usually like to do. I like to send just a regular gift. And you can only choose 3 friends. So I'll just choose 3 randomly. I usually go in straight lines like that and hit send, and that's it. There's also the exclusive bonus for Ninja Emblem users. If you are a Ninja Emblem user, you can get 10 tokens every single day and a free level every day, except that hasn't even helped me ever. This has never helped me because I was already level 60 on all my ninjas by the time this came out. And then there is the Secret Scroll of Wisdom, which I used to get all my win skills back. So it's really awesome. Instead of the roulette, they have the Ninja Scratch cards, which I've done updates on. So if you've been keeping up with my videos, you already know about the Ninja Scratch cards. And there's also the request inbox, which looks a lot like your mailbox, but if someone sends you a gift, you can go here to accept it. There is, of course, still a mailbox in the game. The ninjas, I'm still in the clans of ninjas. Sometimes members of them just go out and get experience, but 6,900 is not a lot compared to 291,000. And we just had barely 7,000. But maybe one day the ninjas will come back. Probably not for many reasons, which I'll probably go over in a different video. So that's about it. Oh, no, the sage items. Almost forgot. Sage items is where I got the wooden plank, the useless back item that said it had lost its effect. Basically, you can go to the shop, and there's these 3 items at the top, which say get. They don't have a price. It says get. And for the back item as well. And there was even for a short time a pet section. And basically you click get and you spend some tokens, and that's how long the weapon and or back item and or pet will last. So you can have the weapon for 3 days, you can have the weapon for 7 days, or you can own the weapon for this much. So it's a renting system basically in the game. However, none of them are that useful, and that's the real downside to it. If I was going to rent something, it should at least be useful. But anyway, let me go ahead and show you my other ninjas before I end this video. Riken, as you can see, is doing well. I believe he still has the same everything that he used to have. Fire, Earth, Lightning, 8 extremities, no secret talents. Tensei Special Jonin, and he is a heavy attack class. If you want to find out more about the classes, I do talk about them in my Tensei Special Jonin exam videos. J is a sensor class, so he has the ability to purify. I don't think he has that many new pets. Yeah, just Kumanosuke, Rakura, Itakura, Pompoko, Kumiyoshi, and the rest you have seen. And even though he has gained a lot more weapons, his weapon is really cool looking, in my opinion. Nothing too spectacular has been gained. I don't believe he's getting any clothing that I haven't shown you already on J. Maybe that one I didn't show you. And he does have this back item, which I just love. This back item is the Cupid Wing. It increases your critical chance by 4% and all critical damage by 10%. This came out before I decided that I would give J 8 extremities, and I really wish I would have gotten it for J also, because it's an incredible back item. I don't believe he has any... Oh, he has the Black Peppergon, which increases all attack damage by 150%, but of course, it's a double-edged sword, and you take 150% extra damage as well. And that's pretty much about it that I can show you on Riken, so let's go ahead and move on. One thing that you probably noticed in the character selection screen is that my Ninja Heiken no longer exists, and it is now Dahi. I simply just renamed him, which uses the name change license now. It used to not. It used to just cost some tokens. He has a surprise attack jutsu, which does damage depending on a certain amount of damage depending on the opponent's current percentage HP. He is wind, fire, water, and has dark eye, explosive lava, and hidden silhouette. And currently he's pure wind, but I switch him depending on the situation that I need him to be: fire, thunder, water, earth. So, but as you can see, he has the same ID number as Hagen because the only thing that I did was change his name and change his elements and give him a new talent. He, of course, has the same pets as Hagen, with the addition of Kuminosuke and Kumiyoshi. And he has a lot of new weapons and stuff as well, just because, you know, I gained them over the years. Back items and all that good stuff. And I think he's a really good ninja, personally. I think he's a really useful ninja, and I'm considering using him more in PvP. Here's another item I wanted to show you. The 12 Vessels Acupuncture does the exact opposite of the Black Peppergon. My defense is increased, but my attack damage is decreased by that exact amount. Sample's look has changed a little bit, as you can tell, but her general appearance and everything actually stays generally the same. Fire, earth, water. She has deadly performance, hidden silhouette, and enraged forest. And I still really like this ninja. She's a very support class ninja. She has the medical class special Tensai Jonin exam jutsu, or skill. She hasn't gained that many pets. Pompoko, Kumiyoshi, and Kuminosuke, and that's about it. Again, same with the weapons and gear. You know, she has gained a couple. I would like to go over some of the outfits one day and show you the differences between some of the male and female outfits, because they're really cool. They're really nice to look at sometimes. And there, as you can see, there's all kinds of different Gons. There's the enhanced fire Gon, earth Gon, wind Gon, thunder Gon. So there's unenhanced version of these. There's now like small potions, large potions. Smoke bombs are of course still there. As you can see, Ninjaken has not changed at all, pretty much, since the last time you saw him. He now has the intelligence class jutsu. His purify chance is really high because of all of his points into water. And he still just has water, nothing else. Eye of Mirror, Hidden Silhouette, and the new talent, Icy Crystal. I got it mostly just to see what it does, but I kind of like it. And here's where I can show you what it does, actually. At level 10, these are all level 10, there is Absolute Zero Zone if you attack the target with a wind or water jutsu. It has an 11% chance to freeze the target. Secret Icy Crystal reduces damage that you take by 25% for 3 turns and reduces the target's CP by 12%. And finally, Secret Icy Crystal Icy Kaleidoscope deals 944 damage, takes away 1088 chakra, and the target receives 12% extra damage from wind and water ninjutsus for 5 turns, and that's pretty cool. And that's a really useful skill for someone who only has wind and water jutsus, or in Ninjaken's case, just has water jutsus. His pets are the same way. He has gained Kumiyoshi, Kuminosuke, Nanabi, the 7-tailed pet, and Zen. Finally, we have Uriel, who again has not changed very much over time. Still wind, still fire, wind, water. Still has Eye of Mirror and Hidden Silhouette. She has not gained any pit really. She is still has Yajiro, Yamaru, Kumiyoshi, Kuminosuke, and of course the gear has just increased over time. Here's the new maintenance girl that I talked about. But one of the most interesting and probably one of the best updates to the game is the new live PvP. It is currently down right now, so I can't access it and show it to you. I wish I could. I would love to. But I'll just go ahead and talk about it for a second. You can now, if you're a Ninja Emblem user, create private rooms. However, it doesn't matter if you're a premium user or not, but you can join private rooms. However, there is still the free battle thing where you can just like randomly join a battle, and that is just great because you can now do 1v1, 2v2, or 3v3 PvP, and it is awesome. It is a little laggy, especially with 2v2 and 3v3, and even more so if you have pets. However, I'm sure that they're currently working on that and trying to make it less laggy, but it is still one of the best updates to the game since the game has been released. Anyway, one of the reasons that I was making this video is not only as a little time capsule so I can look back, but it's also because I have a feeling that things are going to be changing very soon, and I'm interested in seeing what those changes are. So I hope you'll keep watching my vids, and I'll catch you next time. Later.